everybody. How you doing? It's Tammy. So, how is everybody doing today? Can't wait to start this one. It's going to be fun. Um, I just wanted to say how you doing and what's going on with everybody, and I hope you guys are having a good week. I know school's almost over, right? You guys get to relax just a little bit. I know some people are going to have a hard time because your kid should have been getting ESY, but the school district in their infinite wisdom decided to not do that. But anyhow, uh, we're going to get this party started. So, hi, my name is Tammy. I'm an advocate. I love doing this. It's so much fun for me. So, you guys like my background? Yeah. I decided to move my equipment down here in my bedroom until I can hopefully get a 2 bedroom so I can have a studio. I can't stand this. But anyway, it's way better down here. It's more light. I like it. It's more comfortable. It's prettier. It's pretty girl. So I don't have to use a green screen. So anyway, how you guys doing? How's everybody? Let me know. Hey Cassandra, how you doing, girl? Glad you could come. So today we're going to talk about, measurable goals and objectives and what that means and how does that come about? Where do they come from? Hey, Gloria, you're next on my list. I know you keep sending me emails and stuff. You're next, honest to God, swear to God. So I'm almost done with one. So I'm this close to getting it done. If mom comes on, I just need the new IEP, honey. Hi, Barbara. How you doing, girl? I got your numerous things. It's not funny, Gloria. I can't wait. I'm in 2 cases now in New York. It's gonna be fun. I hate them. I hate them with a passion. Anyway, um, so tonight we're going to talk about, IEP goals and objectives, like I said before. Now, the reason why they're important is because, there's a funny thing that happens. If a kid who's getting an IEP, who's on an IEP, continuously fails, you know, to access the general curriculum throughout the school year while the child is on an IEP, that's sort of a red flag that the kid's IEP is no good. Absolutely gabajo. Okay, it's not good. It's not reasonably calculated. Okay, because if it was reasonably calculated with all the supports and stuff that the kid was getting, then the kid wouldn't be failing. You guys have to understand something because the school doesn't want you to know this. The reason why your kid is on an IEP is to access the general curriculum. When you get D's and F's, that's not access. That's failing access. That's what it does. Failing to access the general curriculum. That's why they have to write IEP goals and objectives because that's what the whole IEP is about. The whole IEP is about goals and objectives. Okay? That's what it's about. I don't understand why the schools can't write this. There's a school in Illinois right now. I just told a mother to tell those idiots, I'll write the IEP because they're stupid. They're just stupid. Just tell them that I'll write the IEP since they don't know how to do it. Save them a whole lot of money because they're dumb. Because it's not that hard. I'm going to show you just how easy it is. Okay. So there's like there's 3 things you have to know about an IEP and goals and objectives. You have to know the frequency of that of the frequency to make it measurable. Okay, it has to have 3 things. It has to have a start and an end date. Okay, it has usually. I'm getting mad because I'm getting mad just thinking about it. You see, usually these dumb schools will write an annual IEP. What does annual mean? A year. From January 2021 to January 2022. That's a year, people. I know it's hard to believe, but that's a year. You're supposed to write annual goals. Annual. Okay? So if the IEP goes from January to January, so do the goals and objectives. I have read the wackiest, unethical, unprofessional, convoluted IEPs just in the last 6 months. I can't even seem to see straight. Because they're stupid, honey. That's why. Oh, I know. New York is one of them. They write their IEP goals and objectives are the stupidest thing I've ever seen. And you know what it is? Let me tell you something. If you have an IEP and the goals and objectives are not allowing your kid to access the general curriculum, that means that the IEP is not reasonably calculated. I need you guys to remember what that means. Reasonably calculated. Okay? Reasonably calculated means it's got to be reasonably calculated to allow the kid to access the general curriculum. Okay, so here's the thing. So you're 2 months into school, and you notice that your kid's grades are dropping. So you drop a little note over to the fools over at the school. And this is why I call them names. Everybody gets angry at me because, I call them out their names. Oh, here's the thing. I don't have any respect for them. When you do this kind of stuff to a little kid, just because some idiot told you to write this up like this, hey, Amanda, hey, girl, get your money. So anyway, because some idiot, that means they have no integrity. And they're just worried about their paycheck. And here's the thing that I say to you guys all the time. Do you know that teaching, and I'm talking about our kids. I'm not talking about the general population at school. I'm talking about our kids. Do you know that these people get a paycheck? I cried today. Was the last thing you cried? You cried with laughter? Amanda, stop. So it doesn't matter if your kid gets an education or not. Did you know that? They get a paycheck anyway. They get a paycheck if they do their job or if they don't. If your kid fails miserably or they don't. I just had a stupid lawyer out of New York tell me that the school people did a great job. Really? So you didn't read the report card. Because it has D's and F's all the way down. Zeros, D's, and F's. All the way down 2 years in a row. Really? You think that's passing? Oh, let me guess. It's his fault. You see, our kids go to school to get an education. They can't get the education if it's not, wait for it, given. The kid's not going to take the education. You got to give it to him. Hello. So anyway, crazy people at private school write incident reports that don't have of course they don't. It's okay. I got something for them. That's why I told you to do what I told you to do. I got something for them. Okay. Yeah. There's the private schools in Massachusetts. We just found out. Guess what, everybody in Massachusetts? You can file for a hearing against the private school without the public school being a party. You can actually do that. Yes, you can. Yes, honeys. It's going to be on my webpage. I'll show it to you. How can parents get the SPED to address poor performance? They don't respond when I tell them the problems. Okay. This is what you have to understand. You're not dealing with, human beings. You're not. They're aliens from another planet, at Earth too. Okay? Underneath their hair is a little silver thing so that, they can resist not common sense. That's what they do. So, first of all, Gloria, what you have to do is, there's a certain way you have to write emails to these numbnuts, okay? And what I like to do with my clients, the people that I'm working with, is I like to show them how to write, okay? There's a certain little thing. And what we do is, we write to bury them. That's all. We're writing to bury them. So there's a certain thing you have to ask. For instance, how can parents get the SPED to address poor performance of your child? Easy peasy. You write an email and you say, first thing you say is, hello, I need a team meeting to discuss the poor performance of my kid because it's clear that we need to modify his IEP to address his unique needs because he's failing. That's what you say. You guys can have as many team meetings as you want. Don't let them tell you anything different. If your kid is failing, If your kid's report card says anywhere near a F, if he's not passing in any homework, something's wrong. And it's not the kid. It's the school. They don't want to do their job. But what you write is something to the effect like, hello, please find the attached IEP. On page such and such, it says that my son will be able to do this. However, my son's not doing that. It appears that that IEP goal is way too big for him to actually meet it. So here's the thing. I got to write. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. Okay, here's the thing. A measurable goal. The goal itself, a goal. Can you guys see this? Hope you can. A goal. Okay, I can't see it. Is to be challenging yet attainable. Okay, so let's look at this. They didn't write proper goals, so they aren't in the IEP. You reject the IEP then. You tell them to stick the IEP up there. Wah. That's what you do. The IEP is no good. So that's why you keep, well, this is what you guys do. You want to torture them like they're torturing your kid. Keep having IEP meetings and keep going back and saying, this IEP, my kid's flunking. He's flunking. What is this? Oh, I know. It's my kid's fault. When is it ever you guys' fault? See, Gloria, when me and you get into it, you're going to find out exactly what I'm talking about. Okay? Which will hopefully be next week for sure. Okay? So I just had to I got all of my hearings pushed aside. I got the last of one of the complaints that I had to write, and you were the last one that came in, so you're up, okay? So you have to write goals that are challenging yet attainable, okay? You can't write a goal that if your kid is up here, the goal is down here so that the school can make sure that the kid meets the goal, okay? So the SPED, submits it to the BOE to be I don't care nothing about the Board of Education in that stupid state. They're violating your kids' rights, and I don't care what they say. You tell them, well, then keep submitting because you haven't hit pay dirt yet. You're just going to keep doing this, and I'm just going to keep submitting the stuff. And if you guys don't do it, I'm just going to file against you. Okay, listen. The goal of an IEP is to help your kid get an education. That's the whole purpose of it. So what's in that IEP is supposed to be addressing your kid's unique needs. And your kid's unique needs were identified when your kid was evaluated. Now, a couple of things could be going on. Maybe your kid needs to be reevaluated. Maybe they missed a spot or two. Maybe that's why the goals and objectives are shit. Okay? And I'm sorry, that's what it is. Okay? And they do it on purpose because they know parents don't know how to fight them. And it's real easy. It's just you guys don't know. So this is what we're going to do. Good. I'm glad you said that. But thank you very much, Amanda. You have to know how to talk to these people. Okay. See, how can I put this? You're not mom anymore. Okay. When you're talking to these morons, you're not mom. You're the boss. You're the boss lady. Okay. You're the head honcho in charge. So you give orders. Okay. You tell them. You don't wait for a response from them. You say, hey, my kid's failing. He's on an IEP. Do you see a problem? I want a CSE meeting like yesterday. Let's discuss why my kid is failing. Something's wrong with these IEP goals and objectives because he's not accessing the general curriculum. That's how you talk to them. They're stupid. Then they're going to say, we don't like how you talk. I don't like my kids failing. I don't understand. I don't like that my kid is failing every damn subject there is. What the hell is it? I want observation. I want observation. I want it now. I want to know what the hell you people are doing. I want to know what he's doing. Okay, so there's a law. Okay, so when you say you want observation, so first thing I want you to do, Gloria, Monday. School's still in session in old New York. I think you guys have another week, right? This is what I want you to do. Okay. Okay. This is what you guys do. When you have a problem like this, which she's talking about, The first thing you guys got to do is you got to do this. Okay, you got to get you a nice little old observation going on. Good. So you send an email over to those twits tomorrow, okay? And you tell them that you want to do an observation. You don't want to hear any ifs, ands, or buts about it. And here's the law you cite, 300.310. You tell them you want to do an observation, okay? This is what an observation is for. Anybody can do it, okay? It says the public agency must ensure that the child is observed in the child's learning environment, including the regular education classroom setting, whatever that says, okay? Okay, that's what it says. All right, that's what we're going to do. To document the child's academic performance and behavior in the areas of difficulty. Your kid is failing. So what you do is you send an email to the twits and you say, given my child's poor performance at school and given the fact that he's on an IEP, I need to come observe him in his whatever class he's failing. That's what you do. That's what you do, Gloria. And if you want, CC me on it. I don't care because I'm coming and they got to know because they're stupid. The big leader, the parent is the head of the table. That's right, Barbara. Tell it, girl. So, and when they say something, what you do is you open your email with, I am requesting to do an observation of my child in his whatever class he's failing. Hi, Wendy. Wendy, you can call me tomorrow. I'll be home all day. What was I going to say? You talking about pursuant to that law, 300.310. Enough said. Okay, that's all you do. I do observations 2 times. That's right. Anytime there's something going on with your kid, tell them you want to do an observation. They hate that. Now, when you do an observation, before you do the observation, you sit down and you write down, you bring a pad and a paper, first of all, or a tablet, and get to typing and stuff and taking notes. Okay? That's what you got to do. Okay? How do they observe online learning? How do they or how do you? No, you're doing it. I'm sorry, Gloria, then you don't have to do it that way. You just sit there and take notes. That's what you do. Oh, and in your state, it's a one consent law. Start taping that shit. Get your phone, set it up behind your kid so that your phone is facing them or whatever you have to tape record. Tape record that crap. Tape it. Tape it. Because see, what they're going to do with you, Gloria, is they're going to come back and say, well, your kid needs to be here at school. No, he doesn't. No, he doesn't. You need to write a better IEP. Let's write a better IEP first. Okay? So next week, you and I are going to talk for sure. I'd be having a feel. I know, I'm telling you, that's what you do. This is how you guys you got to be more aggressive. You can be aggressive without being, rude. Like me. I'm rude. I don't care. I'm rude because that's what they keep saying, that needs to be at school. Of course they do. Oh, okay, good. So when COVID happened, what happened then? Your kid, Gloria, I don't care what they say. The IEP is a piece of doodle. The first thing we're going to do is I'm going to write the IEP and we're going to have a CSE meeting and they're going to fix the damn, they ignore his medical. Of course they do, honey. It's not even in the IEP, is it? That's a violation. Under PLEP A, which is current level performance in educational settings, and in other settings, there's 2 pages. They're supposed to put all of your medical, anything that he needs under medical is supposed to be under there. It's under 504. When your kid is on an IEP, your kid is covered under IDEA and Section 504. If your kid is just on Section 504, he's only covered under Section 504. But you guys got to know something. When your kid is, whether your kid's on an IEP or a Section 504, do you know that anything medical that's going on with your kid has to be listed that interferes with your kid's learning? Only the stuff that interferes with his learning. If your kid has a chronic illness and your kid is always out of school, that has to be in the Section 504 part of the IEP. Okay? If your kid's on the Section 504 only, it's got to be listed because it tells everybody why your kid isn't in school all the time. Chronic is the word you use in there. Oh, that's nice. What does I do GAF mean? I know AF because I use the F one all the time. IDG Wow, for 6 years, they never include. Of course not. I just got another school on that. Several schools, in fact, because nobody's doing it. It's so irritating to me. Your kid has a chronic illness, and these numbnuts don't think to put that under Section 504. Section 504 is about medical. It's about a this. I don't give a. Oh, I like that. I'm going to use that. Um, I don't see everybody. I don't see everybody chat. I don't know why you don't. I do. I'm 7 years and they did the same to exactly. I know. Because they're stupid. They're no good. See, what you guys don't understand is when you're building your kid's IEP, that stuff means something. That's why they deliberately leave it out. One school in Illinois decided they weren't going to put that information in the IEP under current level of performance because they're stupid. Because they thought it would be better to just put whatever they wanted in there, which didn't make no sense. So when you're reading the IEP doesn't make any sense. When I get you guys IEPs and you're all over the country, I should be able to read your IEP and it makes sense. The reason why it doesn't make sense is because it doesn't make sense. It's stupid. Stupid, stupid, stupid. And they know it's stupid. They don't care. Because nobody's calling them out because you guys don't know. You guys don't know. Can a school district change anything in the parental request I wrote that they put? No. You're talking about the part where it says parent concerns? If that's what you're talking about, you cross it all off and you say, no, those are your concerns. Your concerns go on the bottom, you tell them. That's in the vision statement. You tell them, no, that's not my concerns. That's your concerns, you tell them. Amanda, it's infuriating how they deliberately exclude critical diagnosis. Exactly. Well, we actually filed, this is so bad. We actually filed a complaint. Part of the complaint was the school district decided that the kid who was diagnosed with autism, that his, what was it? What was the other diagnosis? I forgot what the other one was. He had two diagnoses. The one, I can't remember. The one that is less impactful, I would say, that's the primary. So we told them to switch it around. You know, these fools came back and said, no, they need to do evaluations to change it to what the doctor said. I said, what? Have you lost your damn minds? I filed against them. The state got it, and the state told the mother, are you kidding me? They refused to flip it around. And that's part of your hearing? Yes, because they're stupid. So you know what? Good. The identification of the kid is not what the school district said. Oh, social emotional. That's what it was. Social emotional. You know why? Let me tell you why. Social emotional, there's really nothing the kid gets in school for social emotional. There's really nothing. They see a counselor. 99% of, I got a kid right now that's seen a counselor. Counselor doesn't even have any certificates. There's nothing. Doesn't have a license, not school guidance, got nothing. Nothing. I told the mother, tell your kid stop talking to that idiot. He's a 5'6" and 504 coordinator guy. What the? He was probably sweeping the floors last week in the school. No offense to those who sweep the floors in the school, but this guy's saying he's a counselor. I don't want to hear it. He's a twit. ED, thank you. Yeah. So now the kid, now they're being investigated because they're stupid. Yeah. Because God forbid they should put the right diagnosis, but let me tell you why. You see, autism, cha-ching, that's the difference. Cha-ching. The primary diagnosis is autism. Guess what? The piece about the IEP has to cover most of that. Listen, if you have a diagnosis for your kid, that diagnosis flies all through the IEP. Okay? Because the diagnosis, Jessica, that's pretty. I like that name. That diagnosis floats all through the IEP. Okay, let me tell you why it floats all through the IEP. It floats all through the IEP because the diagnosis is how the kid acts, is how it impacts that kid in learning and functional living skills, in all areas of living, in academics and everything. So when you're writing an IEP, the reason why you have these evaluations is so that you can understand, everybody sitting at the table can understand how The disability impacts learning. The disability impacts communication. The disability impacts functional living skills. All of that stuff. Okay? I love you too, honey. So, that's why it's what I look yellow, huh? Okay, I gotta shut this off. This looks weird. I'm testing some stuff out, guys, so I don't know. It looks yellow. I don't like it. Okay. Oh, okay. So that's why they don't like to put autism in anything, because autism encompasses everything in life. And every kid is different with autism. Okay. Johnny down the street may not be able to count to 10, but dude over here, Michael, he might be able to, recite Shakespeare. We all the kids are different with autism. And so they all need different stuff. And God forbid that they should actually look at it like that, So the idea says that it's about the unique needs of the kid. But the schools don't like that kind of phrase. They like to put everybody in one big pile and call it a disability. Or what they like to do is my favorite. Every kid that has autism, they also have ED. They don't. ED is different from autism. 9 times out of 10, you really can't have ED if you're autistic. Picture this. Little Johnny goes to a counselor. They ask little Johnny, how does that make you feel? Autism. Can we say autism? Okay. If little Johnny could tell you how that made him feel, little Johnny wouldn't be autistic. That's one of the major things about children with autism. They can't read the face. They can't identify feelings. Okay. They have to be taught. They have to be taught these skills. How to recognize this. I know, Amanda. I know. Everybody, girl. Everybody doing it. Because they're crazy. It's so amazing to me that these people want to work in a public school to torture little children that have autism or that have any other disability that's out there. Why? What is wrong with you? Good. Because I like to torture them. It's fun. I like it a lot. I couldn't be a teacher to save my life. I'm telling you guys that right now. I don't have the patience of a tsetse fly. I really don't. Therefore, that's right. They do. Cookie cutter approach. And that's illegal, right? They can't do that. I mean, there's case law on that nonsense. You cannot do that. And when you do that, like I just found out something about a school, and I'm going to file for the entire district. I'm going to make the state go in there and do their goddamn job. I'm sick of them too. ASD. Yep. Imagine the ASD kid like mine, minimally verbal. Yes, exactly, Julie. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. And that's what they don't want to recognize. That's why the IEP goals and objectives you have to start with the evaluations. Matter of fact, you have to start with the diagnosis. You guys have to go get your kid diagnosed. Do not rely on those wombats at the school. They don't like kids, right? They don't like kids, especially special needs kids. They don't like it. You guys are interfering with their lives. You understand? They get paid no matter what. If every single kid in the school district flunked, guess what? They don't care. They still get a paycheck. All of them. And if that school got in trouble and they lost their accreditation because every single kid continuously gets Fs, I'm downstairs. I'm looking over there because my guinea pigs are over there and they're bad. They're always doing something. One day I'll show you guys them. But anyway, they just ran all over like they're crazy. But anyway, I always think there's somebody in here. So the IEP, the goals and objectives and the accommodations are based on your kid's unique needs, your kid's diagnosis, okay, and how that diagnosis impacts learning, how it hinders learning. All of it is in the evaluations, okay, in those scores that they don't want to give you. Like in New York, they give you the little report with all the highlights. First of all, who said that was a highlight? For who? I want to know everything. Where's the narrative? Okay, where's the summary? Where's the diagnostic impression, people? They do it in New York. They do it in Illinois. They do it all over. They do it in Arizona. Everybody gets these little teeny snippets. And it's nothing more but a snow job. I'm telling you right now. I'm so fed up with the school for my son. I went ahead and hired an advocate. Ugh, pay my son to take tests, pay my son not to run away. They told me to sign IEP. I said, no, give him a hard copy of IEP. Teacher said, we didn't change anything. You got the IEP from the last school. What? That's right, I do, Amanda. Because Andrew, I don't know what that means, honey, but I hope I hope it doesn't mean what I think it means. They told me to sign IEP. I said no. Give me a hard copy of the. So they didn't even want to give you the whole IEP, just the signature page. I'm gonna eat shit and die. Because Andrew, they can't do that. You have to have the whole IEP. The reason why they only want to give you guys the signature page of the IEP is so that you don't see the nonsense that's going on. But here's what you do. You put it in writing. You say, I want the whole damn IEP. You got till the end of business day to give it to me. End of business day comes, the next day comes, you sit down and you write a complaint. And you say the district is refusing to give you a copy of the IEP. The whole IEP. You don't even know how many pages there are to the IEP. All I got was this. And then send it to them. That's what you do. They didn't give you anything. File against them. Go look at my videos to file it. You got one complaint. The school district refused to give you an IEP. To give you the IEP that they agreed to put in. I love how they evaluate a grade or two lower the actual grade level. The student is then wonder why he has a refusal to continue on. Because it's stupid. I'm telling you, the only way to win them is to fight every step of the way. If they're going to do this shit to your kid, then you guys have to understand something. You need to make them just as miserable as they're making you. You, every little thing they do, file a complaint. I told you, I just filed a complaint because they would not switch the autism from ED. They wouldn't make autism primary. That was part of the complaint. Okay? That's what you got to do, Cassandra. I'm telling you, guys stick with me. You will be filing complaints left, right, and center. I will show you how. Stop laughing, Amanda. I hate them all. But see, this is what I'm trying to tell you. When the IEP goals and objectives are trash, then your kid's going to fail. It's like not being one of my clients, one of my parents, just took revoked consent for special education. So now the kid's a regular ed student again. He's autistic. Mm-hmm. Yeah. You know why? Because for 2 solid years, this kid failed everything. And the stupid lawyer for the school district came back and actually said he got an education. If you call a 43 an education, then yeah, he got an education. I guess she means that he was there every day. My favorite quote is, I will send the final IEP in the signature page once you confirm you are in agreement with everything. So this is what you do, honey. Yes, I'm in agreement with everything. And then disagree. What are they going to do? Just say yes. Just say yes. Okay. Then you get it. And you say, I don't agree to this. I don't agree with this. I don't agree with this. Listen, there's no law that says you have to sign the IEP under the law. In Massachusetts, they have you have to sign the IEP. If you don't sign the IEP within 30 days, it's automatically rejected. Now, Massachusetts has come up with this other handy dandy thing that if you don't sign the IEP, they file for a hearing and they call it denial of faith because the parents refusing to implement for the IEP to be implemented, and therefore the parents denying faith. Good. Go to hearing. Who cares? It ain't nothing but a damn team meeting anyway. It's not that big of a deal. It's just not. It's just not. But then you say, okay, I'll sign it. And then you reject it again. You got to do, I know this is a pain in the ass, but you know what? Well, you get your jollies wherever you can. Reject the IEP, then you wait for it. When you reject the IEP or you disagree with it, right? If they implement it anyway, after you disputed it, in Massachusetts, if they implemented the rejected IEP, you can get them for compensatory services because you rejected that IEP. So the last accepted IEP is the one that's in place. And you don't have to go to hearing to make that happen in Massachusetts. Okay? You just reject it. In Massachusetts, just reject the stupid thing. If they I just did that with one of my clients not too long ago. Homeschool mom of one. Hi. Sunflowers. Oh, that's great. Hi, sunflowers. Hello, how you doing, girl? File for a hearing and file a complaint. Tammy Salida. They rewrote my parent coaches to their advantage. You scribble them out. You send. Listen, little secret, guys. Anytime they write something, you need to respond to it. Okay, you respond to it and you tell them that's not what I said. This is what I said. This is what I want in there. And that's what you want in there. I understand why you want it in there because you want to be in control. You don't want to give them an education. You don't want to give them services. You don't want to give them. I understand, but I don't want that. See, that's what you do. Kimberly, girl, you sent me the same thing I already had. I need did you get the IEP, the final IEP, not the draft one, but the final one, the stuff you just sent me? That was the draft. Again, I need just the regular IEP that, after they do the draft, they do the meeting, then after they send you the IEP that doesn't have draft on it. Okay. That's the one I want. As soon as I get that, good to go. It's gone. Okay. That's what I've been a little busy. I forgot to tell you that. I looked at it and I was like, shit, that's the same one. No, I need the other one. Okay. So if you got it, send it to me. If you didn't, let me know and send them an email and say, dude, the only IEP I got has draft on it. You sending me the right one or what? Is this a draft or not? How long are you going to take? That's what you do. They don't want teachers' name. I don't care what it is. I don't care. I don't care nothing about what they want. Listen, guys. I don't care nothing about those people. I don't care what they want. I don't care what their needs are. I don't care about none of them. You know what I care about? Your kid. I care about your kid's needs. I care about what you want for your kid. Nobody cares about them. That's your motto. Nobody cares about them and their needs. They're getting a paycheck not to care about your kid. Do you understand that? Why do you guys listen to them? Stop. If they say it's black, I'm telling you it's white. They lie when telling the truth would be better. They would rather climb a tree to tell a lie than stay on the ground and tell the truth. That's what they do. Don't listen to nothing they say. Nothing. You come here. You come here and you say, Tammy, is this true? And I'll tell you, no, they're full of shit. Easy peasy. Easy peasy. Okay. I'm going to do that what would Tammy do thing. I just want to know. I'm going to set this up. And I need you guys. I'm going to set it up. I'm going to put it on Facebook. And I'm going to tell you what you guys have to do. And whoever wants to join it, you can. I can have up to 250 people sitting at this thing. Okay. We'll talk about everything. If you want it just for you, I can limit the size. I can limit the size so that it's just a little bit more personal. Okay. Oh, huge liars, Sunflower. You did try to call me. Oh, you know what I do? So bad. Yes, they don't have morals. They don't have integrity. They don't have any character. I have no respect for them. Okay, good. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it tomorrow. I'm going to do this. Wendy, you know what I do? I shut my phone, the ringer off because it drives me nuts. And then I go back and I look at it. And at the end of the day, I forgot. So I'm going to be home tomorrow. I won't shut it off. I won't shut the ringer off. Okay. I'll do it. So you call me and then we're good. Call me at 12 o'clock. Can you do that? If you can do that, be good. I want it. I went into your YouTube so you get the minute. Oh, thank you. Yeah, you guys, you know what? If you guys help me with my YouTube channel, I'm telling you, please go into my YouTube channel and subscribe and hit the notification bell and put a comment in there on this video. After it's done, it'll show up. Just go in and just put something in there. Okay, call me. Because I'm telling you guys, if you guys can help me, there's so much more stuff that I could do for free. Because YouTube, the more people that I got, the more I can make money. And then I don't have to charge you guys. I can do a whole bunch of stuff for free. It'll be so much fun. I don't want to charge. I don't. I hate it. So I really do, because you guys are taking advantage of all the time. It goes up me sideways. I can't even stand it. And you guys need somebody to back you up. What I want to do is I want to build a little pot of gold so that when a parent calls me up and they say, Tammy, I can't find a neuropsych, it's going to cost this much money and I can't, and I don't, here you go. Who is it? I'll send them the check. Who is it? I'll check them out for you. That's the kind of stuff I want to do. I want to build up a bank like that so that When a parent calls me, if you need a BCBA, then I can say, okay, how many hours do you need? Here's some money for that. And I can just give it to you because that's what we do here. That's the kind of stuff that I want to do. Oh, here it is, honey. Wait a minute. I forget it all the time because, I'm done. I think it's Sped Answers. Let me see. Yes, Special Ed Answers. Wait a minute. I'll go to it. There it is. Is this it? Yep. Okay. I'm going to give you a link. Okay. Here it is. I don't know what that's all about. There's the link. And that's it right there. Special Ed Answers. Okay. Go, you guys, come on. I had like 1,500 hits just because I said I was going to do this tonight. If you guys going over there right now, do you have any idea how much that would help us, not just me? I'm telling you, I'm not trying to do this so I can get rich. I live in a 1-bedroom apartment. I'm driving a 2010 Kia Sedona van. I don't care nothing about money. I care about money because it's a means to an end. And if I can help you guys, it would be wonderful. It would just be wonderful. I mean, there's so many things I could do. I'm on YouTube right now. Thank you, Sunflower. I know, I can tell. All of you guys that are on my YouTube channel, it pops up with the little YouTube on there. Thank you guys for coming. Just please hit the subscribe button and the notification bell and put a comment. As soon as this video goes up, just put a comment there. Because the more comments I get, it's the algorithms, there's a whole bunch of stuff, and then I pop up all over the place. Okay? That's right. Swarm. We need to we need to be that swarm, I'm telling you right now. But anyway, I digress. I'm getting real hot. Wait a minute, guys. That's right. I'm in my bedroom, in my pajamas. I'm ready to go to bed. I don't care. Hi, Tammy. I'm here too. Thanks, guys. You guys just don't even know how much I appreciate you. You don't. You guys let me do what I have loved to do for 30 years. I am not kidding. This is my life. I love it so much. This and, crocheting. I love that. So thank you so much for doing that for me. Okay, we got to get back to it. So thank you guys. Just hit those things, please. I never occurred. What occurred? Oh, it's on Facebook. Okay. I don't care. So when the goals are written, right? Okay, let me see if I can do it. Let me try. Okay. So the goals have to be challenging yet attainable. All right. So here we go. So the frequency and duration. All right. So let's pick a goal. Okay. Let's pick a goal. Somebody out there, tell me what they want for a goal. Okay. Tell me what you want for a goal. I like you too, honey, Jessica. Oh, thank you so much, Gloria. I'm telling you, me and you tomorrow, Kimberly. You have to call me tomorrow. I want that stuff. Send that email so I can get it done. Okay, so let's say I gotta pull one out of my plane. Oh, I know what I can do. Oh, good. Now I need my glasses on because I can't see. Hey, girl, kindred spirit. How you doing? I hope you're okay. Okay. Did you get my email today? Yeah. Okay. So let's see. So let me see. I'm going to get a good one. Social skills, common knowledge. This one. By the way, this one's good. Let me see. I'm trying to find one. Okay, here's one. So the task for this kid, the goal is labels coins by value. Okay, so Johnny is going to label coins by the value of each coin. Okay? So, the objective is going to be Johnny will label the value of four coins. Can you guys see that when I'm writing? Can you guys see what I'm writing? I'm trying to make it bigger. Maybe you want me to make it bigger? How's that? Is that better? Okay. So Johnny, here's the goal. Okay, here's the goal. And here's the objective. Now, in some states, they put the two together. Okay. All right. So Johnny will label the value of 4 coins. Okay. I said that. Johnny will label the value of at least 4 coins by value. By the value. By value. Okay. Now, this is what I do. So then you say, what? I'm doing this. Given, doing it wrong, okay? This is how I write it up. This is why it takes a while, okay? So by the end of the IEP period, Johnny will label the value of 4 coins by the value given 4 out of 5 opportunities across 3 consecutive sessions across 3 consecutive months. Okay? So, this is the goal and objective. Okay? Did you guys see that? Can you see what I did? I can see it. Okay, good. So that's how a goal is written. Okay? So, you got to say by the end of the IEP period, every single objective or goal, depending on what state you're in, has to start off by saying that. First, you have to say the goal. And then if you're in another state, you just bring it up here. Okay. And you just add the two together. Okay. See, goal labels coins by the value of each coin. By the end of the IEP period, Johnny will label the value of 4 coins by value, given 4 out of 5 opportunities across 3 consecutive sessions across 3 consecutive months. See? Easy peasy. This is all you have to remember. Given 3, everything that they say, given 3 out of 4 opportunities across 3 consecutive sessions, and it depends. It could be more sessions and it could be more months. It depends on your kid. Your kid might need 4 months, or they might need only 1 month. Okay? But, so then, once the kid can do that, so then you go on and the same thing. So this is what you're going to do by each coin, okay? So you could have, for this, oh God, okay. For this one goal right there, you could have 4 or 5 objectives. Tammy, can you plug hair washing into that? Shut up. Shut up, 500. Yes. Okay, I can do one for that. Okay, so by the end of the IEP period, he'll do that. So then that's 4 coins. Then you do it again. By the end of the IEP period, Johnny will label. He will receptively, learner will receptively identify. Label will identify dollar bills. Okay. And then you say, given 4 out of 5 opportunities, yada, 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 yada. Okay? That's how you do it. That's how you do it, guys. It's real simple. Oh, you like this? I made this. Isn't that pretty cute? I made this. Put it back there. I'm old. That's what old people do. They do this kind of stuff now. Okay. So he will identify at least 4, what is it? Different bills. 4 different bills. Given 4 out of 5 opportunities across the cassette. So you just keep talking about the money. Okay, you just keep talking. So let's do another one. Like Kindred Spirit said. Let's do this. So here's a goal. Let's write a goal about hair. Okay, goal. Johnny will now you have to remember when you're writing stuff, okay? Washing hair, okay? Listen, you got to build on washing the hair, okay? You don't just say he's going to wash the hair. So Johnny will, this is how you write the goal though. Johnny will wash his hair. Wash and rinse his hair 3 times per week. 3 times a week. Okay, so let's just do it that way. Okay, so now we start. By the end of the IEP period, Johnny will bring his shampoo and conditioner to the bathroom when he takes his shower. Given, okay, by the end of the IEP period, this is where it goes. Given 4 out of 5 opportunities, there it is. Johnny will, okay? Johnny will, you guys make sure you get that data. That's right, girl, that's right. Johnny will bring his shampoo and conditioner to the bathroom when he takes a shower. Did I write it right? Across 3 consecutive sessions, yada, 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 yada. Okay? So then the next step, this is all one goal, okay? By the end of the IEP period, given 4 out of 5 opportunities, Johnny will, what's a good word for dispense? Will pour the proper amount of shampoo in his hair and begin to scrub his hair. I can write this better, but I'm just doing it, okay? Across 3 consecutive sessions, yada, 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 or across 3 consecutive amounts, okay? Then we go. You write the same thing, but you put conditioner, okay? And then you put, oh no, the next one would be by the end of the, he will pour the proper amount of, no, he will rinse, right here, you would write, he would rinse his hair, okay? Then the next one would be by the end of the IEP period, yada, he will pour the proper amount of conditioner in his hair, given, and begin to saturate his hair, yada, yada, yada. And then he's all done. That's how you write it. That's how you write the goals and objectives. I just saw one where the school district put in the state standard for what the kid had to learn. Doesn't make any sense to the reader. I'm not in that state, and it's stupid. I know what they did, but it's dumb. They literally wrote out a math problem and said, this is what the kids are going to do. It's stupid. It's just stupid. What they have to do is say things like, she will learn the concepts of algebraic terms. She will learn, I mean, you can break down, it was a math one, and I hate math ones, but you break down whatever that problem is for that kid. You take that situation and you break it down. That's all this is right here, guys. You're breaking down the manner in which the kid has to learn that particular thing. There's a steps. This is a task analysis. That's all it is. You're teaching the kid how to do this particular task. And what you do is, it's like your kid makes a bologna sandwich. Okay? So what does the kid do when he makes a bologna sandwich? So here's one. Goal. That's a good one. That's a good one. Bologna sandwich. Goal. Johnny will make a bologna sandwich. Did I spell that right? Probably didn't. Bologna sandwich. Okay. So, guys, how do you make a bologna sandwich? Step one. What's step one? Task analysis. What's step one? Who's got one for me? Come on. How can I fight them to change across 4 measurable opportunities? I asked in the whole year. They said 4 measurable opportunities. Are they collecting data? That's not how you, not the Bologna. Shut up. That's how you say it. I'll say whatever I want. Yes, that one. Okay. Let me tell you guys something. Okay, the 4 out of 5 opportunities. First of all, it has to be 4 out of 5 because you're narrowing it down. Because remember, the goals have to be challenging yet attainable. So that's what you tell them. This is not challenging yet attainable. This is just challenging. Okay, so you tell them, and then where's the data? Because that's a whole nother step after we write this. Okay, so when you make, for instance, you make the bologna sandwich. So what does he have to do? He has to gather all of the stuff. First, he has to go in the kitchen. Then he has to get the stuff. So he has to, Johnny will, he will, by the end of the IEP period, whoops. Johnny will prepare to make a bologna sandwich. Wait a minute. How do you make a bologna sandwich? You got to start off small. By the end of the IEP period, what would be the first step? Getting the stuff. So you need the bologna. Get what is it? Material? What is ingredients? So by the end IEP period, Johnny will be able to get all of the ingredients to make a bologna sandwich. Step 2. Okay, so you can break it down even further than this. Okay, you can break down, he will get the bread, he will get the bologna, he will get the mayonnaise, he will get everything that he needs. He'll get the cheese. Okay, so by the end of the IEP, and then you put across given 4 out of 5 opportunities, yada, 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 across yada, 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 and then, yeah, across 4 consecutive sessions, across 4 consecutive months. Then you do it again. By the end of the IEP period, Johnny will be able to spread the mayo on each slice of bread. Okay? And then you put the rest of the sentence, ... Okay? Given 4 out of 5 opportunities. Independently, exactly. But before you get to independently, before you can put that in, first we got to make sure he can do this. But that's the goal. Johnny will, yeah, that's cool, Jessica. Johnny will make a bologna sandwich independently. Okay? That's the goal for the whole year. That's a big goal independently. Okay? So that's what you do. You put those kind of words in there. So now they're screwed. Okay? So by the end of the IEP, Johnny will be able to spread the mayo on each slice of bread. What's the next step? Okay? By the end of the IEP period, Johnny will be able to what? Place the bologna on the bread. Yep. Johnny will be able to place a slice of bologna, is that wrong? On one slice of bread. Okay? Given 4 out of 5 opportunities across 3 consecutive sessions, across 3 consecutive months. Okay? Then by the end, yada, 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 of the IEP period, he will place cheese on one slice of the bread on top of the bologna. Okay? I learned that from another one of your videos. That's right. None of that with no more. Yeah. No, it's all bullshit. It's bullshit. Don't listen to that. Okay? Yada, 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 yada. You see what I'm doing? This is really called task analysis. Okay? This is how you teach kids with disabilities how to do a particular thing. Now, who brought that up? Who said something about Jenny? Jenny said data. Okay? Now, the cool thing about this is on the IEP, okay, every IEP has a section, okay, that talks about the performance criteria. Now, the performance criteria is how is the district going to measure that your kid mastered that? How are they going to know? How are they going to know? Well, data collection. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Weekly data collection. Mm-hmm. Weekly data collection, informal and formal assessments at the end of prior to. My favorite thing that I like to put in there is yeah, that stuff about yes, you'll get a prompt. It depends on the kid, guys. Okay, it depends on the kid. So you can put things in there like by the end of the IEP period, Johnny will be able to get all of the with a prompt, with a physical prompt. So each time you do this, see, he might be able to make this whole sandwich with verbal prompts or hand over hand prompts. Now, next year, once he mastered this, next year, we go do another video, we go do another IEP, and now it says with only of one verbal prompt, with 2 verbal prompts, okay? That goes into the goals. Okay, that's how you write it. You put by the end of the IEP period with only 2 verbal prompts, Johnny will be able to get all of the ingredients to make a bologna sandwich given 4 out of 5 opportunities across 3 consecutive sessions, across 2 consecutive months. That's how you write it. Okay, so verbal prompts go here. Given by the end of the IEP period, Johnny, given 3 verbal prompts, will be able to get all of that 4 out of 5 times. See how that works? Cool, huh? It's not that hard, is it? These are the components that you need. Now, the more you do the IEPs, the better. That's why I've been working really hard to get you guys a blank IEP form. And the best one that I've ever seen and I've been in a lot of states, but the best form I've ever seen is the one from Massachusetts. And the reason why I like the one in Massachusetts is because, let me show you. Where is it? Oh, yeah. I'll go to my website. Okay. Okay. I want to share. Okay. How do I do this? I want to share. Okay, stop. No, let me share. I'm gonna show you. Okay, so window, Chrome tab. Here we go. Okay, so I need you over here, and I need you right there. Okay, so I fixed it, guys. I can't believe I fixed it. So cool. Watch. So IEP fillable document form. Okay, so then you go over here and you click on this right here. See this right here? That's where you click, guys. Okay, click on it. Ta-da! Came up. Yeah. And see, it's filling. See, look. You fill it in. You type right there. See? You can fill on it, and then you can print it and all of that stuff, okay? So the reason why I did this is because the cool thing about Massachusetts IEPs is they cut straight to the point, okay? So it's the name of the kid. See right here. Parent construction. You were asking about this earlier, Wendy. Okay, parent concerns. See, this is what it says. What concerns does the parent and or student want to see addressed in this IEP to enhance the student's education? Okay. You want measurable damn goals and objectives. That makes sense. Put that there. You want him to access the general curriculum. Put that there. That's where you put that stuff. You want him to have a one-to-one aide to help him navigate the school, or to facilitate what do you call it? Communication and social skills, and to develop peer relations. That's where you put that stuff. Let me tell you something, guys. This first page, the first page, this one right here that says parent or student concerns. It says student strengths, and then it says the vision statement. Let me tell you something. This is the IEP. You build this right, the rest of it just should flow right in. Okay? Should flow right in. Okay, so this is where you put it. I don't care what they say. If they say no, then this is what you do. You can report them and just say, I'm rejecting the IEP because the school district's refusing to put in my concerns. Does it say school district? No, it says, what concerns does the parent or student? See, parent, and I know what you're telling me is the truth because I've actually had to tell them that. This is not, it doesn't say that. Okay, doesn't say school district's concerns. It says parent and or student concerns, the first line. Okay, it's not about them. It doesn't matter. It's not about them. It's your concerns. Okay, student strengths. That's all the testing that's done, including yours. Yours goes here too. Yours is more important than theirs. It's probably newer. Okay, Jessica, taking notes. I'm serious. I'm going to try to make chapters in my thing because it's easier, because this stuff goes a long time. We've been talking right now for an hour. So I'm going to try to either cut down on them so that I can do them shorter so you guys can see. But I'm going to try to put chapters in. I'll go back into the YouTube one and I'll try to do chapters. Okay. So what you want are the student strengths. This all is all about the testing. Okay. The last testing they did, I had one school that just put in 2012. And I think they forgot to put, and they refused, or they didn't put in what the last testing that the parent did. That's the kind of shit they do because they're no good. They're just no good. There's nothing we could do. But school them. We're going to school them. Okay. So that's what you put in here. See, what is the student's type, disabilities, general education performance? All of that goes in here. That's what the school district needs to put in here. Okay. Can you see that? I don't know. Oh, I know why you can't. I'm okay. Oh, it didn't pop up. Son of a bitch. Okay. I gotta share screen again. I'm sharing. Wait, I gotta share the screen. Share screen. There. Okay. I did that whole ta-da, and you guys never even saw it. Does every test result need to be in the IEP from kindergarten to grade 12? No, it doesn't. But make sure yours are. Any testing that you had done, make sure that's in there. Okay? They want to have 40 pages of IEP, that nonsense. Go ahead, let them do it. Usually that's all of their crap. And that's okay. Let them put it. But make sure your stuff goes in there too. Okay? Whatever you gave them, that has to go in there too. So that's what I said. Okay, so see what I'm talking about? Guys, now you can see what I'm talking about. See, parent and or student concerns. That's what goes in here. This is what is driving your IEP. What goes in here, guys, doesn't say school district. You tell them it's not about you. You guys are way down here on the bottom. Up here is just me and my kid. This is what I want. I don't care nothing about what you want. If you guys had your way, you wouldn't even put them on an IEP and you just get Part B funds just running around not doing nothing. Yeah, no, we're not doing that. Yeah, yes. Or you will get a prompt dependent. Yeah, you got to be careful with the prompts but see, that's what the IEP is supposed to be doing, is you're supposed to give the prompt and then you take it away. The following year, after you get the kid to learn how to do this particular skill by giving them a verbal prompt or doing hand over hand, then the next step is to take that piece out. And little by little, you tell the kid, go make a sandwich. So when you're doing a task analysis, you're collecting the data. I got to get the data sheets. I got to put that on here, data sheets for you guys. When data is being collected, it's a grid. It's not even a grid. It's a box, and it has 10 boxes going across the top, and each box has a label on it. So this box says the initial of the person, then it says the date, and then it'll have the time, and then on the end it'll have a spot for notes, and that's where the teacher or whoever's collecting the data writes, what classroom the kid was in during that time. Okay, and then you either get a check or a minus. If the kid got a check, the kid did the task. If the kid got a minus, the kid didn't do it. 10 times 10 is 100. So every time the kid does it, there's the score is whatever that equals out to. So if he did it 8 times, that's 80%. If the kid did it twice, then he only did it 20% of the time. Okay, which means he's not getting it. So we got to figure it out how to do it. That's why the data collection is so important. Okay, so when you're doing the IEP and stuff, this is what you're putting right in here. These are your concerns. I want measurable goals to help my son access the general curriculum. That's the kind of shit you put in there. They don't know what to do with that. They'll be like, oh shit, no, she didn't. Yes, she did. Then I want data collection sheets for any goals and objectives that are written to ensure that you have proof that he actually mastered the skill. I mean, that's what the IEP is all about. Because if he can't do it, guess what? He didn't master anything, did he? So guess what that means? This IEP is a giant denial of faith. That's how you do it. Now, here's the other thing, guys. Remember, you can have a team meeting. My head hurts. You guys can have a team meeting anytime you want. Okay? Like I said, Gloria, anytime you want. You just call them up and say, I want a team meeting. You don't call them. Everything's in writing. No talking to them wombats on the phone. The reason why they want to get you on the phone is so they can say a whole lot of nonsense in your ear, and then they don't back it up with nothing. And so if you do end up talking to them in person, you got to go home and send them an email and say, pursuant to our conversation, this is just to reiterate our conversation today. They don't give me a meeting for a month. Oh, they're giving you a meeting. Watch. They're giving you a meeting. Or because if they give you a meeting in a month, in 60 days, we'll be done with an investigation. So it's okay with me. They can pick. And that's what I'm going to tell them. Let me tell you something. You guys either give us the team. This kid is failing. It's a denial. The longer you got, okay. Let me tell you guys something. These people are sick. They're really sick. Okay, so we have to set them up to fail just like they set up our kids. So sometimes you don't have to argue with them. Sometimes what you're going to do is you're just going to hand them over the rope so they can wrap it around their own damn necks. Okay? It's okay they don't give you a meeting for a month. Meanwhile, every week your kid's getting grades, right? Getting grades. Guess what your kid's doing? Failing. You asked for a meeting. They waited 30 days. So guess what they did? Denial of faith. That's a bad thing. Because in your email to them to have the meeting, you say stuff like, I want to discuss my son's current failure in these classes. We need to modify his IEP. That's the kind of shit you say. So if they don't want to give you, when I get it, we put it right there. By the time you get that, he's already got bad grades from the previous month up until the moment you sent that. And now they want to wait another month? No problem. We'll wait for them to respond, to give us a date. And then what we'll do is we'll file the complaint. And then in 60 days, they'll get the findings from the hearing officer. From the state. And it won't be sustained. The parent asked for a team meeting to modify the IEP because the kid's failing miserably, which means the IEP goals and objectives are not reasonably calculated because he is not accessing the general curriculum the way the IEP is supposed to be designed to do. Something's wrong. So your remedy is that you want a CSE meeting to discuss additional assessments. That's how you get them. You set them up. You got to set them up. If you don't set them up, you guys are going to get so frustrated. Sometimes when you guys do stuff, you got to get past, oh, it's the law, it's the law, it's the law. No, you got to think strategically. Okay? Because you have to understand, this is all rigged. This is all a rigged game. But every now and then, they put their foot in their mouth so badly that you can't even if it's rigged, you can't come out of this looking good. You just can't. And remember, there's always more than one way to skin a rat. Okay, it's always more than one way. So don't worry about it. Okay, don't sweat the small shit. But what you need to do is recognize what they're doing. Like something happened recently with one of my clients, and she was pissed. They're not doing this and they're not doing that. And I was like, wait a minute. They didn't do the evaluation? No, they didn't include it. No. But the goal was to get a one-to-one aid, right? On the bus? Yes. Did you get it? Yes. Is it in the IEP? Yes, you won. Sometimes you win and you want it to be a certain kind of way. A win is a win. A win is a win. It doesn't matter how you get it. What matters is that you get it in the IEP, okay? So whatever you win, whether you won it because you filed against them or you won it because you filed against them and they caved and they gave it to you anyway. So don't keep poking the horse. The bear. Don't keep poking the bear. You won. Recognize it. Recognize the win, okay? And be cool with it. As long as it's in the IEP, you're golden. They can't take it away unless they do an evaluation, because get this, in order to get that monitor on the bus, they had to do an FBA. It doesn't matter how bad it is. The result was your kid has an IEP that was amended that has the thing in it. You're good, girl. Easy peasy. I don't care how they did it. And they're so afraid of me right now, they don't know which end is up. Stupid idiot. Assignment, not assessment. Wait. It's important, too, for parents to watch their child's progress and grades. Yes. Schools cheat their students by exempting. Oh, my God. Yes, that's what's going on right now with one of my clients. Is that you? Another client, they're doing that. And they're just like, we're just not going to give you a grant. Really? Is that what the state says? Now, they're busted. Because we actually, see, the cool thing is, with technology and COVID, there was a silver lining. It was really bad and stuff, but some good things did come out of that stuff. Like, for instance, we have access to all of their shit. Okay. We can do homeschooling now virtually. Okay. So before it was a big problem because, we don't have a teacher to go to the home and, it's not good. You have to be there, all of that stuff. And now we can do it virtually. This is virtual. I know, kids with special needs, this is hard. It's not impossible, though. Well, here's the thing. The kid's not getting an education in school anyway. What difference does it make? At least the kid is comfortable and happy at home, and the kid is safe, okay? What is the big deal? Do the best you can, but at least give the kid a try. Give the kid an opportunity. If you're not going to give the kid an education, then the kid's going to fail. It doesn't matter if the kid's in person or if the kid's on the... I can prove that a good portion of the kids that were in school that are now being educated virtually, and the school wants them to be in school, those kids are still failing. Whether they're in school or out, they're failing. Just like my client. The kid was failing on an IEP for 2 years. She revoked consent. So what? The kid was failing anyway. With all of the alleged supports he was supposed to have, the IEP was doo-doo. That's why the kid failed, because the IEP is no good. The teachers suck. Sorry, but they do. I'm not saying all teachers suck. I'm just saying there's a whole bunch of them that are bad. Okay, whole bunch of them. And they don't care because they got other things to worry about. They got their families to worry about. A whole bunch of stuff that doesn't have anything to do with their job. And I'm sorry if they have a problem with doing their job. I don't have any compassion for them. I have no respect for them. And I just wish that they would just leave. So let somebody who wants to do it, because you don't. You don't want to educate these kids. You just want to get a paycheck. I don't know what special ed, most of the special ed teachers that I know, that I have had the unfortunate experience of actually talking to, make me sick to my stomach. They just make me sick. I don't understand them. I don't know why they think they're all of that in a bag of chips. My client is failing everything and you're the teacher. How can it be his fault? How can it be the kid's fault? I don't understand. I don't understand. How come it's not your fault? You're a shitty teacher. I'm sorry. It's irritating. I do this all the time. I get so pissed. I just want to throw up. Anyway. So yeah. So this is what this is all. Okay, I'm going to show you again because I did it wrong. There it is. Okay. So the first page of the IEP is the most important. You guys got to read what the instructions say on the IEP about each section. Now, what you have to be careful of is this. In Massachusetts, we have a standard recommended IEP form. A lot of schools and a lot of states don't. So these people are just making it up. But here's the thing. The law says there are certain things that have to go in an IEP. Certain things, okay? Certain things have to go in every IEP. I don't care what state you're in, okay? So let me see. Teachers won't speak up due to their signed employment contract with the school district. It's really sad. You know what? I wouldn't be a teacher if I had to sign that contract. I wouldn't be a teacher. Just as simple as that. They're sellouts. As far as I'm concerned, they're a sellout. Because you know what? As a teacher, depending on what kind of degree you have, you can work anywhere and make good money. Okay, you don't have to work for a school that demoralizes you and denies a child an education with a disability. You don't have to work there. You're choosing to work there and to destroy a kid because you have nothing else to do. I don't have time for you. I have no reason. Don't talk. Don't talk to me because I got nothing. Anything coming out of my mouth to you is going to be mean. I don't care. I don't want to hear it. No, I don't want to hear it. It's not the kid's fault. It's not the kid's fault. The kid is a victim of your shenanigans. Okay? This is not nice. And I hope to God that somebody is doing the same exact thing to your kid. That's what I hope. I know I get mad. I can't stand it. It's irritating. AF. It's irritating as AF. I said it wrong. It's irritating AF. That's how you do it, right? Old people can't read school. Anyway, so this is how we have to do it. So let me see. I want to show you where the performance criteria is. Okay, guys. When you're looking at your IEPs, right? So in order to build, when you have an IEP meeting, you're building your kid's plan for him to get an education. That's what this is all about, okay? That's what we're doing. So, I'm going to scroll down, make sure I don't miss nobody's questions. Okay, preach. Always preaching, girl. So, you got to read what's in the IEP. So this is called present level of educational performance. This is in every IEP across the United States. If it's not, the IEP is no good. It doesn't meet the federal criteria, period. Now you're going to have a section, and it says present level of educational performance A in the general curriculum. This is called PLEP A. PLEP A. PLEP A. Okay, so it talks about how to check all that apply. Okay, general curriculum. So they're going to check all of these most of the time. Sometimes they don't, but then it depends on the kid. That's why they don't. Because sometimes the kid doesn't get all of this stuff. Okay, law protects teachers who speak up. SD can't retaliate against those who speak up. Now, you know what? The teachers are stupid. We live in America. Just saying. It's called a Whistleblowers Act. Just saying. If you have the cojones, you speak up. If you see a kid is being tortured because the kid is not getting an education, if you see things that are wrong, then you need to speak up. The job isn't worth it. It's just not. I know I quit a job behind that nonsense. So I don't want to. They got nothing for me. Get out. That's what I'm going to tell you. Get the hell out of the educational field because you are not helping. I don't care. I don't care about, they can't retaliate against those who speak up. The laws don't protect. Oh, I'm sorry, Jessica. Yes, you are. You're right. They do. You're absolutely right. The law protects teachers, but you know what? They don't do it though. They're afraid because you know why? Even though it's like you guys, right? You guys always worry, and you rightly so, that the school's going to retaliate if you start fighting back. You're absolutely 100% right. It's something that you should be aware of, but you have to know this. You can check their nuts at the door real easy. Just stop filing complaints. File them all over the place, okay? And then they'll stop. Go to the media, okay? Just go to the media. I'm telling you, it will stop. Go on YouTube, start a YouTube channel, start talking about everybody else. You have to understand something. They have reputations. They need to make sure stay intact. And you could destroy them. Don't say anything you can't prove. And just go out there and talk about what they're doing to your kid. That's all you got to do. Teachers have to understand that they have a responsibility to educate the kids in America. You know what we have a problem of right now in this country? Do you know nobody has any critical thinking skills? None. That's why we're in the mess that we're in all the time in this country. When I was in school, there were things that they taught us that gave us critical thinking skills. They didn't just give us stuff and walk away. They made us think about things to tell you what was wrong with this. And we had discussions, and it was a wonderful time to go to school. But nowadays, none of that happens in the classroom. I don't know what the hell's going on. But our kids don't. My son, he doesn't have the critical thinking skills that God gave a tsetse fly, okay? And they actually believe what they're saying makes sense. And it doesn't make any sense, not when you weigh out everything. You can't throw the truth in the trash because it doesn't fit your narrative. You can't do that. We live in a country that's based on laws, facts, and evidence. And that's what every single one of you parents have to understand. Laws, facts, evidence in that area. That's what you do. That's what I'm trying to teach you guys to do. That's how you win. That's how you win. You got to have the laws on your side. You got to have the facts on your side. You got to have the evidence to back it all up. If you have that, you're golden. It's still going to be a fight. Still going to be a fight. I met 2 so far, but they are also moms of children. Yeah, see? They lay them off. Exactly. They lay them off. You're right. You can find, but see, they're afraid. And I get it. They're afraid. But you know what? You couldn't pay me to work in that. I'm not going to go to work being afraid. I'm not helping. If I can't do my job right because I'm afraid about what my boss is going to do, one, I'm chewing out my boss. I'm telling him where to stick that job because I can go get this and make more money. I don't need this aggravation. Then I'm going to go tell everybody what you did. Because you know what? This isn't a private company. So there's no, NDR. What are those things called? Non-compete things. I didn't sign none of that when I came to work with you. Do you really want me to see? That's the kind of stuff I do. Because I'm telling you right now, if I was a teacher and some stupid idiot was telling me how I couldn't do this and that, and I can't tell the parents stuff, Oh, really? Okay, let's do this. Because I'm about to make sure I never get a teaching job. I'm about to make sure. Because I'm going to end this career right quick. Okay? Because I'm going to end it right quick and I'm going to take a whole bunch of people out with me. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to tell everybody what you're doing here. You got 2 seconds to get off my back. I'll do what I want. Go ahead, try to find me. See what I do. I'll sue you too. Go ahead, I don't care. See, that's the kind. See, when you act like that, they leave you alone because they're bullied. They're bullying the teachers that want to help. But it's way easier to just cave and just go to work and don't do nothing and actually believe your own hype. That's what they do. They believe their own hype. And it's not fair because the children are the future, like that song says. It's just, but unfortunately, we have a bunch of Nimrods running around pretending to be teachers. It's not funny. I hate people. I really do. I only like this world. I love this world. It's my favorite. And I know I'm a tough cookie sometimes. I know I am. And I get mad real quick and I get mad at my parents and everything. But I'm trying, guys. I really am. I bought some beads. I got the red ones that are supposed to give me calm. I actually got, my sister showed me this nice meditation thing that I'm going to start doing every day. I'm going to try real hard to just slow my roll a little bit. I just get so angry so quick because it's like, I can't even believe this. I need you guys to help me. I need help to help you guys. And sometimes I get so angry because it's not working fast enough. It's not going the way I want it to go. And there's no reason why. If I'm going to help, I'm going to do all the heavy lifting. Sometimes I'm going to ask you guys to do some too. So, and it's the only way because then I can keep things, really cheap. And then that way I can offer more stuff to you. I can do more stuff. And most advocates don't do what I do. And the reason why is because it's aggravating as hell. Anyway, so I digress. So anyway, so this is PLEP A, okay? So this is where you discuss how does the disability affect progress in the curriculum. And this is where they're supposed to talk about your kid's disability and how that disability hinders in all of these areas right here, okay? All of these areas. How does it impact? It affect progress. There is no progress because the disability is this, by definition, he has autism, communication skills, lack of social skills, academic, yada, yada, yada. All of that stuff goes in here. What type of accommodations? Guys, this is Section 504, part of the IEP. That's what this is, okay? I love your passion. I know it is. Sometimes, though, it's just too much. It's really, I'm bad, Jessica. And I don't mean to be. I really don't. But I get frustrated real quick because I have to fight the schools. I have to fight the social service places, the human service agencies. And then sometimes I got to fight the parents. And it's just really hard for me. It's really. District also tried to stop parent communication with teachers to try and take over parent questions. And they don't even know the student. I wish they would. I wish they would. Let that happen to one of my parents. They get cussed out. They tried. Okay, I noticed you put tried. Good girl. Don't let them stop you. Other parents, hey, it is what it is, guys. You can't make parents do anything. And the problem is, wait a minute. Whoops. The problem is that there's not enough of us. There's too many parents that it's too hard. And they don't have the time. They don't have the energy. They don't want to go learn all of this stuff. They just don't. And it's just easier to put your kid on a bus, send them to school, and it is what it is. Is it a bad thing? It's only bad because united we stand, divided we fall. The more parents that are like us, the more we can make a change. That's just the way our country is built. The people with the big mouth, they're the ones that make things happen, and everybody else that are quiet reap the benefits of our big mouths. That's the way I look at it. And I'm good with that. I really am. I try to get people to stand up and fight and to give you guys the courage. That's why I do this, so that you guys know you're not alone. Oh, hell no. And you're not wrong. You're not wrong. None of you are wrong. Even the ones I get mad at, none of you guys are wrong. It's just bad that, It's a bad situation all around. And we have to fight. We have to always do this. This is a given. Even when your kids are aging out of school, do you understand you're going to have to fight with the stupid human service agencies? They're not too bright either. I just reported 2 of them to the ombudsman in Massachusetts because they decided they could just pick up the phone. Hello, yeah, we're GTS, and we need the kids' records and yada. And I just mother didn't know anything. They just thought they could pick up the phone and just ask for it. And then the private school calls us and says, hey, we need consent because, the agency wants the records. Really? Really? So you had a little chat with them, did you? I reported her. Then another one said, oh, no, Tammy can't come to the meeting. Really? Can't come to the meeting? All right, good. How about we do this? Hey, how about I do this? How about I tell the people who are overseeing your agency what you just did? Guess who went to that meeting? Well, start none won't be none. That's the way I look at it. You start some, bet there's going to be a whole lot because I don't like it. I don't like it. I just told a lawyer the other day, it utterly disgusts me that there are people that work for human hurt. Well, what she said was, well, Tammy, these people don't make a lot of money and they're not trying to do a bad thing. I said, really? Really? She picked up the phone, she called the school and asked for the kids' records, and the mother had no idea she did it. The only reason why the mother found out what she did is because the private school called her up and said, we need consent. They want your kids' records. Really? And I told her, it's as if these kids don't have any rights because these agencies are like, what difference does it make? The kid doesn't know what we're doing anyway. The kid's intellectually challenged. So what difference does it make? He doesn't know what we're doing. Nobody cares about it. Well, some do. Hey, me, I care. He has rights. He has feelings. He's a human being. He's not a chair. Who the hell are you to think you're going to take control like that? Do it again. I dare you. Do it again. Do it again. It's so exhausting dealing with these dysfunction. Oh, God, but it's fun. I love it so much. I love chewing them out and winning. They think they win all the time, but they don't. I win. I win all the time. One way or the other. See, when I look at things, and that's what you guys, I just told a mother this the other day. You gotta look at the glass being half full, because if you don't, you're always gonna be in that zone of defeatist and woe is me, and it's like you're Eeyore all the time. You have to, any little gain you make, you gotta relish it. You gotta be thankful for it, because you are up against a big machine, a government machine, I'm telling you. And they don't give a rat's ass about your kid. They just don't. They don't care. You got to care for him. You got to care. He has, that's right. He has, you have no idea how many times I had to tell private schools that. This kid has one of the private schools called the mother up at Christmas time. Now, the mother's been giving them $50 a month to allegedly take this kid on outings and stuff, extra stuff. So apparently they didn't take him anywhere because he had like $170 in his account. Do you know what they said to the mother? We want to know if we can take $100 out to go buy him Christmas presents. The mother sent it to me. I sent him an email. I said, let me get this straight, just so I'm clear. You want to take his money out of his account to go buy him his own presents? Is that what you do with your kids? With your mother? I actually put that in an email. I said, for the record, he has a mother, a father, and a sister, and they love him. And every Christmas Eve, they've been going up to that raggedy ass school. So no, you can't have the money to buy him his own Christmas presents. His mother and his father and his sister bought him presents. Stupid. They'll be there Christmas Eve. There, how's that? That's what I don't like. I'm getting mad. I hate them. I do. I hate them. That's the kind of stuff that goes down. But anyway, I know what you guys are going through, for real. It's so wrong on so many different levels. I just don't like these people. Once in a blue moon, thank you. once in a blue moon, I'll meet a school or one person that works there, and they have compassion and they believe in what they're doing, and it's wonderful. But that has been so long ago, I can't even tell you. I can't even. They're all about the pissing contest. God forbid you should challenge them. Yeah, bite me, okay? You're going to get challenged. I don't care what you say. This is what the law says. This is what you did. The law and you didn't make it. You didn't do what you were supposed to do. Stupid. Anyway, go back over here. I'm trying to get to the bottom of this. Okay, so I wanted to show you. Okay, here it is right here. This is the part I want to show you. Okay, earlier we were talking, I'm about to get off this. Earlier we were talking about the data collection and all of that stuff on the for the goal. Okay, this is where it goes. See right here, it says content. Okay, so this is where you put the content. Like, is he going to? Are you going to, for lack of a better term, dumb down the content? So usually this should be empty. Method of delivery instruction. So how are they going to give them the instruction? Okay, multidisciplinary, blah blah blah. That's what usually goes there. Here's the one you have to pay attention to: performance criteria. Okay, wait, I'm gonna move it up. Okay, performance criteria is this box. Let me just do that. How about that? Okay, performance criteria is where you put the data collection, like formal and informal assessments. Okay, here's the thing. If your kid has had an AFLS, the assessment of functional living skills assessment. What is it called? Jesus Christ. Yeah. The assessment of functional living skills. Okay. If your kid has that, that's supposed to be done 4 times a year. Okay. So if it's 4 times a year, thank you, sunflowers. So if they do it 4 times a year, this is the book I'm talking about. This is one of them. Okay, this one is school skills. There's 6 books. Okay, so for like the what is this called? For the AFLs and for like the ABLES are, you're supposed to do it 4 times a year. Schools only do it once because they're stupid. These books are designed so that you find out what the kid can do. Okay, what their current level performance is. And then this test highlights the deficits. So what they're supposed to do is build an IEP around these deficits so that the next time they go do the IEP, they go do the, if they do the assessment every quarter, then you can see if the kid made improvement. Because next year, by the end of the school year, I'm going to need you to do this one again because you're stupid. Okay, so what's going to happen is they didn't work on any of these skills in this assessment. It's not in the IEP. So this assessment is going to come back with the same information again, unless they fudge it. By the way, I do this assessment. Okay, I can do it online. So it's easy peasy. All right, I fill in things, I do it, and they're really cool because you don't have to do all of the assessments. Like they have the basic, they have that one. This is all the basic living skills. Okay. And then they have vocational if your kid is older. Okay. This is cool because I can show you the books now and the green screen isn't messing with them. And then there's this one, community participation. So how well does your kid navigate if your kid is older? And this is all goes into the IEP. Okay. These books are so cool because I actually get my goals and objectives from these books. Independent living is the other one in homeschool. Okay. So you get these assessments done, and the way they're designed is that you do them every quarter, and then you see if the kid is making it. So under the performance criteria, you would write the AFLs, informal and formal assessments, and then what I would put in there is the AFLs or the ABLES are. Okay, any assessment like this that we did that we can do every quarter, that's what would be under the performance criteria. That's how we're going to figure out if the kid can actually, did he make any gains? Did the kid master these skills? So if you built your whole IEP on these books, then you go back and you do it again. I mean, it's that easy for the school, but they're so sickening. It's because, I don't understand. I would like to have a focus group, and I just want to get them in a room and ask them, what is your problem? Tell the truth. Just put a bag over your head. We'll block you out. We'll blur you out or whatever from the neck up. And just tell us. Seriously, we just want to know. Do you do this on purpose to these kids? I mean, what the hell's your problem? How hard is this? It's not that hard because I know people who are wonderful BCBAs. And as much as one guy, I couldn't stand him. I just, as a person, I didn't like him. But as a BCBA, I told him at a meeting, I said, I don't like you. I told him this at the meeting. But you know what? You are a damn good BCBA. I love the way you write this stuff up. I really enjoy, but he was a person, and you just wanted to smack him. He was just bad. He was a misogynist, and I mean, he was just bad. Got in trouble a lot. I mean, it's just unbelievable the things that he would say and do to women. But that aside, which is hard, but that aside, as a BCBA, he was unbelievable. And I learned a lot from him, which made me want to go to school to learn how to become a BCBA. And then, I cannot, under any circumstances, provide services to a child. I have the patience of a teensy fly. And they need somebody who has patience. I believe in ABA. If it's done right, I know a lot of people out there, they're just turned off by it. And 9 times out of 10, it's because whoever told you would get an ABA lied. You never got it. You never got, because it's a wonderful thing. Done properly, your kid can learn so much so fast. I'm not even close to kidding. I've seen it with my own eyes. It's amazing. Especially children with autism. To see them communicating and to doing different things. It's amazing if it's done properly. The data is there. You can see the progress. It's just what you can see it with your eyes. Anybody that knows that kid will see a major change. But you got to have people in your life, a BCBA that believes in what they do. They believe in the science. They believe in the research, and they know how to do it. I mean, you just can't just believe it and feel it and everything, but then you don't know how to do it. Then you need to get the hell away from my client because you're stupid. But you have to be careful because there's a lot of BCBAs out there that I'm in the process of reporting to the BACB because they don't know what they're doing and they're hurting the kids. They're hurting the science. I mean, it's just the science of it all. It's like you can use this ABA technique, task analysis, for everything. Everything you want to teach a kid, task analysis is the way to go. Because it's broken down in steps, and that's all it is. A task analysis is breaking down a skill into tiny steps. And then every day you go and do it, and the kid gets a little bit further in the steps. Until the kid, you say, go make a sandwich. He gets up, he goes and gets all the stuff, puts it on a counter, slabs on the mayonnaise, puts the sandwich together, puts everything back. Then sits down and eats his sandwich, then gets up and puts all the dishes in the sink. That's how you write the task analysis. Covers all of that. All of it. Okay, so that's how you do it. That's what goes here in the criteria when you're writing your IEP goals and objectives. If you have a good IEP, your goals, your IEP starts on page 1. It starts under parent. It starts here. Parent or student concerns. That's where it starts. I don't understand why this thing is not working the way I want it to. It's irritating as hell. Okay, that's where it starts right there. What did I want to do? I wanted to blow this up. It's not working. But that's where it starts. Okay? So just remember, when you're creating your IEP, you start off by the end of the IEP period. Okay? That's how you start off. Cite the goal. What's the goal? Here it is right there. Johnny will wash and rinse his hair 3 times a week. That's the goal. Then you go down here and you just break down that goal. How do you wash your hair? What are the steps? And then you write it on your own IEP. Go to my website and go get you a copy of the thing, write it up, and then print it out. And then when you go to the team meeting, you have it right there. You say, yeah, no, I don't like that goal. And all you have to say is this. Yeah, that's too ambiguous. First of all, why are you jumping in the middle of the IEP? I wanted to go. You really believe my kid's going to learn how to wash their hair or make a bologna sandwich or do a math problem? You really think my kid's going to be able to do that in 3 months? Why do you think that? Stupid. So that's how you do it. Okay. Um, this is how you build the IEP. It starts on page 1. And it in the middle of it is the IEP goals and objectives. And that's where your kid gets FAPE. That's where your kid gets the FAPE. Right here. Right in here. All of this right here. Okay. This is where your kid gets FAPE. This is FAPE for your kid. This is where it lives. All right. So I want to thank you guys for coming tonight. I really appreciate it. I noticed that the more notice that I give you guys ahead of time, the more people that'll come, and I really appreciate it. So I'm still learning how to do stuff, and I'm hoping that this comes out better, and that we could do it more often. So I'm trying to get there. I'm averaging 2 hours of this back and forth. So I want to thank you guys for coming, and please go to my YouTube channel. After this is done, this video it'll pop up there, and it'll say, I think I don't know, but it'll say today's date. So just go there and get it and click on it and put a comment. Subscribe to my channel. The more of you that subscribe to my channel, the more I can do this, and I can do a lot more. I'm still doing the WWTD. I'm trying to put it together. School's almost out, so I'll be able to put that program together for you guys. As soon as I get it together and I get it all organized, I'll put it out there so I can figure out how many people want to do it, when you guys want to do it, or when I'm going to do it, and what it's going to consist of. I'll let you guys know all about it. I'm actually going to put out t-shirts called WWTD so we can raise some money, so we can help parents and we can help me help you. So anyway, I'll see you guys next week, and hope you have a nice weekend. You guys keep it up, okay? I know it's hard. Just keep fighting a good fight. You guys are on the right track, okay? I love you all. Have a good night, and I will talk to you next Thursday. Bye, Felicias. By the way, you're not Felicia's. I just found out what that meant. I just thought it was Felicia. I'll talk to you later. Bye, guys.